Fat Mouth, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy The Real, and we're back with our next topic. What we're gonna be discussing today, child support. What? Yeah, child support. So, go ahead and jump right into this. Child support, by definition, in family law and public policy, child support is an ongoing and periodic payment made by a parent for the financial benefit of a child following the end of a marriage or other relationship. So by definition, it is a payment made by a parent to another parent for financial benefit of the child. Ooh, la, I know some of y'all burning from that right there, but no, it's my money. That's my child. Is it? By definition, it's not. But we'll get to that. So, my question, why do some women put men on child support even though the father is active in the child's life? It could be one of a lot of reasons, but I want to know why. If the father is there as much as he can, basically juggling, work, and if he has other children, the household that he's also the head of, but he's making as much time as he can possibly make, buying uniforms, buying shoes, picking the child up whenever possible, or whenever the mother allows, or whatever the court order says. If he's already going to be doing that kind of thing, why is child support necessary? Because there's some women out there that's just going to say, yeah, I want him on child support. Like, why? He's already spending money for the benefit of the child. So if he's already doing those things, why is it necessary for him to pay you child support if he's already doing what he's supposed to be doing as a parent, which is financially benefiting the child? What is the purpose of child support in that case? I think that this is a good topic because a lot of fathers out there who are actually in this position, it's not many, but the ones that are in this position always get the short end of the deal when it comes to this once this case goes to court, because some mothers, they create this whole sob story and they barely making ends meet and this, that, and the third, when in reality is they want some money to be able to have some weekend fun with. And it sucks because mothers always get the benefit of the doubt just based on how things have been structured via the government. I'm not going to dig into that again, which is not about politics, but there has been some type of systematic structure as to why that has been the trend over the decades, as why the fathers are not really there. So to stay on topic, I can't really answer necessarily why a woman would, which is why I leave the question open as to why do some women choose that route, even though, and this goes to the ones that cry has nothing to do with bitterness of him being happy and him moving on. So if he's doing all those things, why is it a necessity for him to pay you child support if he's already taking care of his child? That's the answer I would, like to hear. Because to me, it doesn't make any sense. I feel like it makes the man have to do double work for a situation that just didn't work out. You know, his time and his effort is for the child only, not you. So that's something that you got to take, up with yourself, swallow your pride, your ego, and say, okay, I'm being immature. I'm definitely being petty, and I'm acting out as a child about a situation that is no longer there. And say if the man isn't with someone else, he just choosing to be single, and you're trying to do everything you possibly can to make it work, even though this man is focused on everything that he has going on, and basically ignoring you and all your efforts. Something to think about. But I would love answers to that in the comments. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Hey, fellas, you guys are not excluded from this. But when we talk about child support, why are there some men out there who are not stepping up to the plate and handling their responsibilities? Oh, it get kind of quiet now, though. But this is a very serious question. Y'all get on social media and brag about, how much money you making and how much you bought last night. But when the last time you bought diapers for your child? When the last time you picked them up? When the last time you saw them? When it comes to being a father, what does that mean to you? Okay, the baby, the father, the mother of your child, could definitely use your help when it comes to raising y'all child together. Because whether you know it or not, fellas, your presence means a lot in these children's life. Just your presence. I'm not saying you have to be in the household every day, but your presence means a lot to these children. It means a lot even more to the mother seeing you making an effort for these children. Because we get so caught up, I believe, as men dealing with these situations. And again, I don't have any biological children, so I'm just saying in general, as men, the monetary thing, it's just about money, when it's really not, because you're so focused on the response of the baby mom and not how you're impacting your child. And I think that's where you need to hone in your focus. Is not so much, I'm giving her money, more so, okay, let me find other ways to where I can do what I need to do for my child. Let me get into a place where me and my baby mom are cordial, where we can go back and redo this whole court order, where I can have not just visitation, but be granted more rights to actually have a split custody. Like it's not enough for us to just, as men, to just say, okay, I'm doing this. Why aren't we fighting for custody anymore? You know what I mean? Some of these baby mamas out here, we gonna get into it. But fellas, what are we doing? I don't understand it. Like, some men out here, y'all are living up to the stereotype of being no good, not reliable, selfish, deadbeat. And you have no intention on trying to change this stigma. Fight for your character. Like, there is no way that someone is going to impugn my character or to destroy the reputation that I've built and not have some type of validity to whatever it is they're trying to put out in the universe. My character, the image that I portray, the man that everyone comes in contact with, that means something to me. When someone calls my phone and hey, Darrell, I need such and such, man. Would you be able to? They're calling me for a reason. It's because I've set aside my pride and said, okay, I want to be open to those that I allow in my circle, or even those that are not connected with me on a day-to-day basis. If I got it, you got it. I pride myself in being reliable. You get what I'm saying? And at some point, as a man, there has to be something that goes from within here. Some type of self-pride. You have to have a goal, some type of self-standard that you're not going to allow yourself to go beneath. And taking care of your children should be number one priority in whatever facet that is. But to be lazy and say, oh, no, she got it because you might have laid down with a hard-working woman that you already know she ain't going to let her babies go without. For you to just sit there and let that woman do all of that on her own, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. And some guys are so okay with going to jail over child support. Like, I don't understand that. Why? Like, I really, that's a burning question. That's my question I want you guys to answer in the comments. That's my question for y'all. Like, why are you okay with not doing anything for your children? I don't know. That one's man. I couldn't see myself allowing the mother of my children to struggle taking care of our children. And I'm saying just from the raising standpoint of not being there, having to answer questions every day. Where is my daddy? Why isn't daddy here? When am I gonna see daddy again? Those are the questions that they're asking. They're not asking, what is daddy gonna buy me? How much money is daddy spending? They just need your presence. Hey, baby mama, can you bring such and such down to the park? I want to see you for a few hours. If you guys actually take that initiative and they see that you're giving the effort, if you're being honest with your situation, that you're not able to do as much as possible financially, but you're doing as much as you can with the time that you have, over time, they have no choice but to give in and say, you know what, I'm being selfish. He's doing the best he can. It starts with something, fellas. But not giving anything is the wrong answer. I promise you that. Let's move on. This one is for both. Why are we making better life decisions with the partners we have sex with? Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot of people here. We so caught up in doing the business that we're not thinking about repercussions. Oh, it feel good and oh, I'm allergic, and oh, I'm finna trap this dude, or I'm finna make this chick pregnant. Oh, she a baddie. Like, how do you go into sex unprotected thinking these kind of things? You ain't even thought about STDs. That ain't even crossed your mind. Like, what are we doing? Are we gonna continue being that reckless? Have I had unprotected sex? Yeah. I've never had anyone pregnant. At the same time, I've been in a relationship with these women. Some of these women getting pregnant out of one night stands. You know what I mean? 1 month, 2 months, into a relationship, she's pregnant. Now you don't know what to do. She doesn't know what to do. But guess what? Y'all got a baby on the way. So y'all better figure this shit out. Right? We got to do better with the decisions that we're making in life. Because not only does it affect you as adults, it puts this newborn baby in a position that they didn't ask for. You already struggling to make ends meet. He just got laid off. Y'all got 9 months to figure this shit out. What are we doing? Come to find out, y'all don't even like each other. Y'all just found each other attractive. Like, oh, when we get into this next one, Lord have mercy. This next topic, oh, we gonna talk about it. You hear me? Plan B, that's okay. If y'all taking those kind of precautions, I understand that. We're talking about once we got to the point to where she about to pop. Where you at? She can't find you. You know what I mean? Baby's here. We got the baby mamas. Hey mom, can you watch Junior? Why? You made a decision to have your babies early. Now you want to enjoy your early 20s, your teenage years, because your homegirls is doing it. So now you're cursing the baby because you made a bad decision. Now things do get better as you get older. When y'all women hit y'all late 20s, y'all 30, and y'all look back and say, oh, I'm kind of glad I had my kids early. Let's clue in on how much of a mother you were during those years. Were you there? Because we could talk about absent daddies all we want. There's a lot of absent mothers out there. Every weekend, mom, can you watch your grandchild? You have a priority, which is your child. It's time to be an adult. Because now when you don't have this luxury of having parents to be able to, throw your kids off on, now everybody ain't no good. You can't trust nobody. Ain't nobody got your back. No, it doesn't work like that. You made the decision, right? Then let's be an adult about it and take care of your responsibility. It's time to grow up, little mama. And little daddy. It's the same thing with you want to be at the club. Yeah, I'm finna get on such and such, bro. Hey, you see each other. Bro, you know what I'm saying? You got a situation already. That ain't even phased you. You trying to get on to the next one. Have you even started looking for jobs? Because you got to make more than what you've already been making. Because you and baby mama ain't together. You got to be able to support what you got going on and your baby. What are we doing? I seen a post going around this of the little check stub. Guy made $1,600 net pay. Then he got hit with child support, about $250 each one. 4, give me that. On top of the taxes, he's already getting hit with. Net pay $166. Grown ass man. What is he finna do with $166? Court order, child support, about $250 a piece. 4 kids. What is he finna do? What is he about to do with $166? That ain't enough to fill his tank up for 2 weeks. and get something to eat. What is he supposed to do with that? So like that it brings me into my next one. Women who never think to put their baby dads on child support. Salute to y'all. Allow that man an opportunity to figure some things out. The man is saying, hey, I need X amount of time. Give him that time to prove his self-worth. Don't be so quick to run to the courts to try to put a man on child support and he hasn't figured things out. The same way you got to figure things out. If y'all not together, he has to figure things out. By that time, baby daddy, that ain't time to go out and be partying. That's time to be buckling down and putting money to the side. Diapers, baby formula, baby clothes. You know what I mean? Regardless to y'all not being together, y'all need to find some type of time to have some type of quality time that includes the child. Because those early stages of being around the child allows you to build a bond so they know who you are. I only got to stay in the same house, but you got to make an effort. And baby moms that say, look, as long as you do what you need to do, you got to worry about child support. Salute to y'all. Because y'all not in it for the money. Y'all didn't allow the relationship not working to influence your decisions. You weren't overwhelmed with your emotions. And this goes back to, earlier when I was talking about the ones who using, child support is like some type of financial gain. Like, are you using this money for the child? Or is this, I'm going to take care of my child regardless? So, you out here trying to keep up with the Joneses. Baby daddy sending you $100, $150, $200, $250 every month or every pay period. And you're using this to go ball out with. Why aren't we investing this money in a separate bank account for when the child gets older? Oh yeah, Junior, you got your own bank account. I've been putting the money that your daddy been giving me for child support every month in this account for you. So when you get about 16, I'll give you access to it, and then or a trust fund. If y'all put some of this money aside when it comes down from when they were born to 18, if the baby daddy is regularly giving you child support, you'll have enough money for tuition to where you're not creating this debt of student loans. They'll have tuition to go to a college. What are y'all doing with the money? Y'all going to the club, y'all getting these expensive ass weaves, fill-ins every week and a half, buying up the bar. What are we doing? Now I can understand if you were low 1 month, something came out of nowhere and this is an emergency. Hey baby daddy, hey, this month, the money that you send, I have to use this because of such and such. Open that line of communication. I'm pretty sure if you were to get on the phone and let him know that, hey, this is what I'm doing, instead of 6 months down the line, he finds out randomly. Because now what that does is that creates more friction from a situation that was possibly getting better. You know what I mean? Communicate with each other. You ain't gotta like that person. It's no different when you go to work and you got a supervisor. You hate that supervisor guts, but guess what? You got to talk to him every day. Clocking in, clocking out, going to lunch break. Communicate. In order to get the job done, you got to communicate. I don't get it. Like, it's just speaking on my personal experience. Like, up until a certain point in my life, in my adulthood, even my father was still back on child support. Well, in my 20s. I don't understand what is so hard for some men to step up to the plate and do what they can for their children. For some mothers out there, I know it's tough because you feel like that's a burden that's been just dropped on you. But for some women, of being a full-time mom, like, what is it that irks you so much about being a full-time mom outside of the fact that you're not ready? So I understand the frustration of you not being ready. But it starts with accepting that you made a bad decision. And basically how to rectify that is being the best damn mama you can be. And that's giving everything that you have into that. Fellas, you not with the baby mom no more, but you gotta be the best daddy you can be. Because eventually what y'all are not understanding is these children become adults. There's gonna be a time where they remember who was there, who wasn't there. Oh, y'all gotta answer some questions. Whether you like it or not, things are gonna be coming out that they're gonna have to ask you questions about. They're gonna wanna know answers. Now either we can play this I'm the adult, you the child game, or you could be a man and a woman about your decision and keep it a band and keep it real with your children. They didn't ask for what you guys did or how they got there. They didn't ask for that. You made them. They didn't ask to be here. They're owed that explanation. So we can hide behind, the parent title and continue, using that to justify you not having to be real about it. Or we can all be adults and have that conversation. Look, me and your daddy, we were young, we made some mistakes. At first, I didn't know what I was doing. He didn't know what he was doing. We were immature young kids. At some point, we figured things out. And we did the best that we could into that moment. I know you don't want to tell them about your club stories and how every weekend and why, the child calls grandma mama and call you by your first name. We don't want to talk about that, huh? Or get kind of hot up under that collar. Like, listen to that Steve, man. Oh yeah, we gonna, change the mindset, y'all. These children are dependent on us. You dig what I'm saying? Change the mindset. Make better life decisions. Because it's not just us. It's these children that we have to worry about, that we're bringing into these worlds. All right. And as always, we say at Fat Mouth, for so many years, they've been telling us what to watch. But now, it's y'all turn. The people. Fat Mouth. Until next time.